What's up, guys? Blade Show 2021. I'm sitting here with Tim. How are you doing, man?
I'm great, man. It's great to be back at Blade Show.
I'm so glad we got you here at the table. I know everything's crazy, a little bit rushed, but
It's good.
see, what you guys don't know is I got to hang out with Tim last night, and we heard some good stories. What we're trying to do is we're going to talk to Tim, and then we're going to try to beg our way to get up into his shop to do a little tour. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. We'd love to have you guys up. I don't think you have to beg too much.
all right. Well, begging done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Check that one off.
Okay, so tell me about this knife.
So this is my my large Sebenza 31 out of my pocket. This is the one I'm carrying. Just plain. I mean, I kind of grew up with watching my old man always have a plain Sebenza in his pocket. It's just like what you do. Generally, I carry like what we're working on.
Yeah.
But like if there's anything I go to, it's this. It's just such a classic. I just know it so well.
Yeah.
It fits in my pocket. So this is a little bit of a different one because I got to do something a little different.
Right.
So this has a CPM MagnaCut blade steel blade on it.
Dang.
We just got a pile of blades from Niagara Specialty Metals, like a couple weeks ago. Rushed a couple for the show, so we actually sold 10 of these at the show, and I've got one. It's just an amazing new steel, developed by Laren Thomas. We used his old man Devin Thomas's Damascus for a long time. We actually known him for quite a while, so it's just cool to see him bring something actually new to blade steels, which is wild. And it's fun to try something else. So at this point, it's a prototype thing. We just got into S45, which is a killer steel. So it's gonna be cool to see how this performs. And yeah. So
Dude, that's awesome. So I asked him, I was like, what knife do you have in your pocket? And he pulls this, and I'm not kidding, it is a straight user. Is that cool if I...
Dude, yeah. It's a little dirty. It's got box tape on it.
Some box tape up in there.
Probably some steak grease on there.
I like this. You got the patina on the string lanyard.
Itty bitty lanyard.
I like it, dude. That's skinny.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that pocket clip.
something kind of cool about the pocket clip, that's not stock. Anybody that kind of follows the brand will be like, oh, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So this is another little prototype piece. This is the first time I actually talked about it in public. So it's actually a 3D printed titanium pocket clip. It's something that we're playing with, trying to work on right now, trying to get some of the finishes right. 3D printing titanium's a kind of a tricky thing. We had these done for us. We're looking to get into it. It's going to be wild. So yeah, so that's kind of fun. It works really well. We tried to copy the belly side of the standard, spring clip that we do.
Right.
So it's basically mirrored on the bottom because that retention profile just works really well with a lot of pants.
Right.
So yeah, something kind of new. We put a couple little features in there that you could only 3D print. So if you look down the end of it, there's a little triangle hole that would be just a nightmare to machine.
Oh man, I don't know if you guys can get that.
I don't know if you'll be able to get it, but it's pretty cool. So it's like a triangle hole, and I mean you could machine it, but it would just be a total nightmare, and you'd have to sell the clip for like $400.
Can you get that?
I have no idea when we're going to get these out. I have no idea what it looks like, but it's something that we're playing with.
Dude, I think it's so cool, dude. You guys we were talking last night. He's talking about what his machine, what he's got up there, and I'm so excited. I just want to come. Did you see how terrible that was?
Dude, it's because there's steak grease in the pivot, probably. It's probably not you. So
I love it, dude.
You never know what's in my knife. So.
But, okay, so last night we're sitting there talking, and everybody hears about the tolerances, right? But when you were talking, you were saying it's like you got machines that go 0.0000.
Well, you can get to 4 zeros in a 1, 5 zeros in a 1, and that's after the decimal place. We're running through some tolerances on some stuff. We've been making this knife kind of the same way since '87. But we've just gotten better at making them. But little things there's a little pivot bushing inside there, and we have a machinist that runs a lathe that holds a plus 2/10 minus nothing, so 2/10 of a thousandth of an inch minus nothing tolerance on those, which is tight for a lathe. That's usually grinding tolerances, surface grinding tolerances.
Right.
We used to actually turn them loose and then stack a bunch of these things up on a surface grinder and then grind them down. But Brian, he just said, no, I think I can hold it. I mean, he's got to watch every one and adjust for them. He can't run them overnight because they'll they'll move all over the place. But little things like that, I mean, it sets the product apart. It's consistency for us, and that's what we're known for. That's the vein we got to stay in. So
100%.
you don't see a lot of like crazy new stuff from us all the time, but because we're fortunate to have a successful product, and we just try and really nail it every single time. So, like the tolerances on just the body screw holes, or the pivot, or the thumb lug. Like the thumb lug's a 5/10 press fit, so it's a 5 to 8/10 press fit. So it's two different tolerances stacking up, and doing that in production, you can do it a couple times. But doing it day in, day out is where it gets kind of tricky. So, yeah, it's fun stuff, man.
Dude, I love your knives. And when they come in to Blade HQ, I'm always like, yes! Oh, wait, they're all sold except for the left-handers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang it, I am a right-hander. So, man, honestly, dude, it's been a pleasure seeing you, meeting you.
Yeah,
and
likewise.
Hanging out not only in the evenings, but hanging out here,
the show,
doing videos.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys have some awesome stuff.
Appreciate
it. And I mean, obviously, I'm not just saying that. I mean, your work speaks for itself in volume.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Major volume. And so, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I gotta pick me one up.
Oh yeah,
I'm still waiting for the right inlay to come in.
We'll get you the right one.
Yeah.
We'll get you the right one.
All right, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so yeah, hopefully guys, we're gonna go up to Idaho, hang out with Tim, check out the shop, and learn a little more and show you guys some of those tolerances.
Yeah. No, it'd be fun to have you guys get the cameras back in. It's been a little while since you guys did a little shop tour of the shop, so it'd be great. It's like new crews on both sides. We'd love to have you. We've got new machines, we've got fancy new ones, we've got really cool old ones, ones that go all sorts of different ways, ones that go like real simple and do that. And,
that's cool.
And then a pile of just great employees. Like I love the crew. I just got a great crew. They work really hard every day. They're passionate about what they do. Yeah, and we just kind of bring a blend of like lots of technology and machining and all that kind of tight stuff and consistency, but we've got a great crew of humans that bring in a lot of handwork and attention to detail and eyeballs. It takes like human eyeballs to do this kind of stuff. And like for example, we talk about, we have a fit bench, like where the knives get assembled. We call it a fit bench and not an assembly bench, because every blade is and washers and pivot bushing are fit to that set of handles, so we can make sure it feels good and the lockup's correct, and it's not sticky and there's no side play and all this kind of stuff. So and we're always visually inspecting stuff. There's a lot of times where we'll maybe machine a part that's geometry is fine and good, but man, it'll have a big like tooling marks in it. It's like we can't let that out. So it's the knife industry is growing to definitely to a point where we're looking at lots of little tiny details. The customer wants it that way. We want it that way. I always give the gun manufacturers a hard time. It's like yeah. We're making like basic stuff. They make like complicated stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, no, we'd love to have you guys. I mean, it'd be great. We'd have a good time.
I think it sounds so much fun.
Yeah, we can get out of the shop and go fishing afterwards.
Right? Oh my gosh. Oh, I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories from Mote. So.
Yeah, we have really easy business meetings.
I like
they
that.
happen like on the side of the river.
I like that. So, I'm down with that.
I love it, man. I love
it.
Dude,
seriously, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
And dude, I just want you to know, like, from me being a consumer, this is on so many people's grail list. Just anything out of the entire product line. Dude, people want this stuff because they see it is the best. You know what I mean? And it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, we just kind of keep our head low, keep trying to hit the target. We've been doing it for 30 years. We're going to keep doing it for hopefully another 30 and more. So
I love it.
Nothing's changing. We're just continuing to keep going and growing, it's but staying true to what we do. So thanks for having me, guys. Like we've done business with you guys for a long time. It's always a great crew. I always love coming down. I know one time a while back we did a Nundy release.
I remember that.
Things turned to things, and the next thing I know, I'm behind the counter. I'm pulling out different knives and selling knives. I'm like, hey, can you go find this Microtech? I don't know where it is in the factory. And we had a blast. We just had a blast.
Okay, so you want to hear me fanboy out a little bit? I'm about to do it right here. Okay. Sorry. It's warm in here.
Yeah, I got to take up. It's the end of the day.
Got to maintain the moisture where it goes. But dude, I was able to take photos of that night.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. And that was my first, when I first started Blade HQ, I'm doing photos, right? And I still do photos.
Right.
But I was there like, you gotta class this up. And man, I still remember all blacked out, mirrored. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you that photo.
I'd love to see that, man.
Oh, heck
I'd love
yeah.
to see that.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we've always had a good time when we show up.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, that's what we have for today with Chris Reeve. Tim, thanks for coming, man.
Hey, Kurt, appreciate it.
Seriously, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, jump over to bladehq.com, and check out the playlist down below. See you later.